Ventured back into the hardest hit communities here in our coverage area, including parts of southern Tuscaloosa County and northern Hale County today. WVUA 23 spoke with several residents feeling extremely blessed.
It started twirling and it was getting real dark.
It didn't last no time.
I just kept saying, Jesus help me, Jesus help me. And he did. 3
women with 3 stories of survival. We start in downtown Moundville, where Marietta Miller and a colleague were working at the Rural Law Group.
And all of a sudden, we just got on the floor, and she got on top of me, and we just heard all type of stuff. It was just like somebody was just rolling. It was like just rolling over the roof.
Southwest of Moundville, along the Black Warrior River in Akron, CAROLYN JUNKIN feared for her life during the storm as well.
It was coming over the river, and I guess it just, you know how they jump around sometime. It jumped back here in the back, and it wasn't on the ground. No, it wasn't on the ground. It was in the air, and we were just really lucky.
Jennifer Patterson, who lives on South Rosser Road back toward Tuscaloosa, perhaps came the closest to a near-death experience.
When he said that it was coming into Moundville, I got up, grabbed my purse, went and got my car, and I realized I didn't have my keys.
When she realized she'd locked her keys inside of her home, Patterson had to act quickly to protect herself from the storm.
I would come off the porch, went around the back side of my trailer, and went down into a ravine up under a bunch of brush that looks like where deer had been laying. And I got up in there, and if you've ever seen the movie Twister, the first thought that come in my mind was Twister and how they tied themselves off to those pipes. I just grabbed that little tree in front of me and held on to it. And I just kept saying, Jesus help me, Jesus help me, Jesus help me.
And Patterson says she doesn't have any other explanation for how she survived this storm other than
it's just like God sent a big old bird and he made a big, huge nest around me, and I was down in the bottom of that nest. But it was, I mean, I'm just thankful to be alive. You know, I lost my home, I lost my car, but God has other plans for me. He had his arms around me, he protected me, he gave that little old tree that strength for me to hold on to, because it was little and he could have snapped and went at any time, but he did it for me.